Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. What's up, guys? Just testing some stuff before reset. All right, how long we got? Let's see. All right, let's get it posted in here. All right, there we go. We'll just publish it. We got a little bit to go before reset, but it's all good. What's up, everybody? What's up, Galacto? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Noha with the follow. Appreciate it, man. Gwen. Appreciate the follow. Let's go. How's everybody's pre New Year's kind of going? You guys have any decent pulls on your mini game so far? What's that looking like? Should probably put this through Spotify, I think, right? But help somebody's YouTube. There we go. Oh, Fafnir, shocker. Don't really need him for this one, but we'll still take it anyway. Send Morgan out. We are 13 minutes, 12 minutes and change, 13 minutes until reset, and we get a bunch of pulls in. So let's see, we'll do another batch of 50 accounts. So that's another 110 pulls. Then we have a handful of other accounts, one or two premiums we'll do, and then if we have anything that we're going to lock in, we'll just go ahead and toss Fateless a nice $10 and lock all that stuff in. So yeah, I have a Vivian locked on another account that was able to get yesterday. Yep, you got Heimdall, sweet. Yeah, Vivian, Heimdall, Quetz, Isis, Wukong, super solid unit. So, what weapons and imprints did you guys happen to lock in? Stream Hub, Crypt Shot, JJ, Palm, Mighty Zombie, man. All you guys appreciate you guys hanging out. I think we're going to be dropping the Hive Mind podcast episode 2 a little bit later. We're currently working on some post-production stuff, but we knocked episode 1 out with initial stuff. Sage dropped the tier lists for God's weapons and imprints from the Hive Mind crew, and I think in episode 2 we go over all of the ones that were in Simon's video. So yeah, the Vivian with an Excalibur is really huge. Like, there's definitely some options you can go. Wukong is very generalist, right? And Morgan's another one that's really solid. Um, like, I don't know, my top three are easily Wukong, Morgan, Pazuzu, and maybe like a Camazotz for PvP reasons. But yeah, there's a lot of options, man. We're 10 minutes away, and then we get the show going. What's up, zombie? Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Future Fire, Forge Fire, and the Morgan imprint is broken, man. Like, I can't wait to abuse Forge Fire in PvP and just being able to it. I hope a lot of people take advantage of this mini game. I really do, because the the amount of advantage all these mini game accounts are going to have for people that are like going to miss out. I hope you're spending money, because it's a pretty huge advantage to start off with a legendary, an imprint, and a potential legendary weapon, even if it's just rank one. Some of the abilities, like, Excalibur, Forge Fire, and like Namsaru, like, super impressive to have to start a game with. Will easily carry you through a lot of your early game PVE content into the campaign. So 9 minutes, about 8 minutes and change. So that's good. We had pretty good. Let's check our notes from from yesterday. So, of this batch of free to play accounts, let's see. On account 11, we have a Rajin. On 12, we have Grendel. 13, we have an Anu. 17, a Morgan Le Fay. 20 is a Loki. 21 is a Grendel. 22 is an Ares. 26 is a Wukong. 33 is an Izanagi. 36 is another Wukong. 37 is a Sevarog. 38 is a Loki. 44 Pazuzu. 48 Dracula. And on the 50th account of this batch, we have a Heimdall. So we're going to try to lock in a lot more of those S tier champions. Because I think what's going to happen is a lot of these are either be given out to Pantheon members, or once the Pantheon kind of has what they're really looking for, which I think we have kind of like a wish list that we're hunting for people. But I think I'm going to do a bunch of community giveaways with some of these accounts. As long as you can sit there and take the account and use it on launch and then change the email afterwards, I plan on giving a bunch of these accounts away, because I mean, there's no point in just holding on to them. I may hold on to like one or two for, like, in case Simon wants to do like some free to play challenge. But I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people, I feel, that are not have had the opportunity to take advantage of this mini game, and so just help the community out. So kind of like share that whatchamacallit, because last thing we need is people dropping the game because they feel like they got left out. So I'm getting that itch. I need to pull, man. I'm just glad that the game isn't live, because I would just be spending a bunch of money. So I mean, I guess that, this kind of staves off that urge, or that need to want to spend money. But we'll see how everything goes. See what everyone's doing. See what everyone's actually in. See who's hanging out in Discord. Get somebody to come hang out. Oh, there's Salios. You can probably hop over there and talk to Salios. Hold on. I'll pull him down here. Yoink! I yoinked you, my guy.
Yo, yo, you're live, right?
Yeah, let me turn you down a little bit.
I just wanted to make sure so I don't see anything heinous.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I'm alive. Uh, yeah, every night I hop on and it's go see exactly what all I can pull with all these different batches. So,
Yeah.
which, I mean, we got 5 minutes and change. So, so that's a good question. So, no, oh, so it's like, what do I think is best for Heimdall, Excalibur, or Forge? So, once you get a Heimdall to three, right? You're immediately like his core gives you, you know, retaliate. It gives you three buffs, right? So as you immediately get all that stuff, and then if you can get him awaken five, you can get up to 4 or 5 buffs. So really solid. But at the same thing is like you don't necessarily have to run the weapon you get being Excalibur or Forge Fire on the legendary you have. Like sometimes you know, just getting a copy of any of the S tier weapons, in my opinion, are like leaps and bounds better. Like I have, for instance, I mean, I'm personally going to take Nam Saru. I mean, just because of the scalability. Now, do I think it's probably the first weapon to get nerfed? Yes. Um,
Yep.
yeah, because I mean, it's you can't. I mean, we've shown it in alpha time and time again. You can't have something that has potential infinite scaling, like as if the Pantheon boss or the world boss, the co-op boss that they keep talking about, if it's just hey, keep fighting it until you die, like we've already proven in every alpha phase that we've been able to come up with an invincible, an unkillable team. So if you can do the same thing, but then have a infinite scaling factor, like we're gonna see stupid damage numbers. I mean, I still don't think anyone's been able to. I think in Alpha Two is the highest. I think I got to 10.08 non-nillion damage, which is what 10 with 31 or 32 zeros. And it's like it's possible that that's gonna happen again, right? And the only weapon that I think that has that ability is Namsaru currently, which I mean the easiest way to do it is you just cap it, right? After 10 buffs is removed, you make it to where things don't carry over waves and it caps at a certain percentage. So it's like 50%. But even though the damage is great, I think the main thing that a lot of people aren't really putting a lot of weight on is the divinity gain. But yeah, any one of these three weapons, to get back to your question, sorry I didn't to go off on a tangent, but having any of these weapons are really, really good. For Heimdall, I would lean towards Excalibur just because it's going to give you extra reach to clear PVE content to where you know you might not be able to. Like so, maybe your Guan Yu or whatever just isn't doing that much damage, but you have that Excalibur on somebody that's putting an extra 5 to 10% more damage across the board, and over the course of an entire boss fight, you can squeak through, right? So, oh, for sure, crap. Like the entire, I love doing pulls. That's normally what I'll do a lot of on launch. Is outside of like you know, I'll push all the high end content and do guides and everything else, but I'm a big PvP guy, so I'll do a lot of like high end PvP and a lot of live arena and everything else. So, but and then of course, I mean, everyone loves watching people pull a shit ton of stuff, right? So, how's it been going, Celios? How's your grind?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I just wanted to add something to yours. Yeah, you don't have to take the weapon that you get on who you
Mm-hmm.
get. For example,
Yep.
I'm going for Shamash for a few different reasons, but mostly for
Oh
flavor.
yeah.
And I have Excalibur locked in now, but I might switch to Numsaro. I don't know. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just too scared of it getting nerfed into the ground
Oh,
and
it will
just
be
being
1,000%.
I know it's going to be nerfed into the ground, but the
Yeah.
question is just how much. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is it going to be that I can still use it just in, you know, not the same capacity or what? I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. But
Like
um,
one of the biggest things like no one's talked about, right? Is in PvP. Now, don't get me wrong. Odin is an eternal legendary, but how in PvP how are you going to like there's two known factors of the PvP the asynchronized PvP mode that we have. It is going to be dominated by AI and AI can be manipulated, right? So on top of that is like what's some comps that we can put together to abuse, you know, how the AI and everything is going to do things. And so it's like one strong PvP comp I was looking at. I mean, and it could almost be done for PvE in certain situations. Is if you happen to pull an Odin, right? Which I mean, keep in mind, he's an Eternal Legendary, so it's mainly for massive spenders, but the occasional lucky free to play player low spender might get him. But if you throw a Namsaru in its current state on an Odin in a PvP match, you can almost ult on turn one. And if you're able to ult on turn one with Odin, the opposing team just dies. Because all it takes is about, I think it's 7 or 8 buffs at a max rank Namsaru, giving 10 or 11% divinity for each buff that's eaten. And then you ult their team. He deals 30%. It takes 30% divinity gain from him, and then it's a coin. Then it's anybody who hits 0 from that attack. You have a 50% chance to immediately kill them. Like how do you beat that turn one? You don't even go. Like this isn't you didn't get a chance to pop off an ultimate. It's not a disable. It's not this. It's like you have like Wukong who or any of the other self reviving units, but I mean, a lot of fights are just going to end right there because, well, I won the coin flip 2 or 3 times. Even winning the coin flip 2 times is normally enough in a 4v4 to just win the entire fight. And so, there's small things like that. There's another reason why I think it's going to get. I don't think it's going to get nerfed. I think they're going to put a cap on it, and I'd be very shocked if it's not going to be the same cap that technically Excalibur has, which is, I mean, you can only ever have 10 buffs. So I see them following suit to where it'd be the same cap that Excalibur has, and then it's just kind of a personal preference. Do you want the ally damage or do you want the increased turn meter and divinity gain? So
You think they would do a weird thing where, like, I don't know, it's not really that weird, but it's weird.
601.
It holds the fact that it takes the buffs off. Let's say you hit that cap and you still don't get buffed. Do you think they would do that?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I don't put past any in game dev. You never say never, right? So you really don't know what they could potentially do. I mean, we've seen raw Drac and Loki changed. So
Yeah.
it looks like it's trying to load now. Give it a little bit. Let's try again. I know they were having a lot of issues earlier with it kicking back to the validation cycle. So hopefully Simon and crew fixed all those issues.
Yeah, I'll probably pull out to this late game.
What's up, Palm and Tackling? Thanks for joining the stream, guys. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. There's not much about this game that I sadly don't know. So, or we have it, or the collective or the hive mind hasn't pretty much deep dive or theorycraft or researched. So let's try to log out. Well, give it a little time. Just throw stuff on it just to throw stuff. Give it a little bit. Hey, there we go. All right, we got our 60 pulls. Of course, it rolled back a little bit. That's what I wanted to test. So yeah, they're definitely having some API or server issues, or maybe some desync. Let's see if the summons are working. Oh, sweet. Summons are working. None of these are gonna replace Quets. So we'll go through and see what's up. Set solid. We probably, you know. So our average is 7. The 7 per thousand is basically what we've noticed. So I'm curious to see if we can kind of continue to hit that, you know, that overall average for pull rates. So, because Simon went and confirmed that it was, you know, it's basically the exact same as raid rates. So that, you know, it gives us our floor at least for what we should expect. So, and right now it's from everything we've seen. I think we've done. Ooh man, we've done 6,400 10 pulls as a group so far. So we'll throw another, you know, 800 if not more after today, and then I think by the time the 31st comes around, we'll be like 40,000 10 pulls would have been pulled by the whole group, which is insane, right? Yeah.
I do have to go pick up my wife, so
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
see you around.
all right, man, take it easy, man. Drive safe. Give it a second to flip through the next one. All right, come on, catch up. There we go. Anything? All right, nothing. Quetz gets to stay alive for a little while. Let's see if we get a different imprint. All right, so we're definitely looking for Wukong. Looks like a Kinich Ahau. And the next is, okay, yeah, so we're definitely gonna stick with Kamazat's weapon. We're probably still probably gonna stay with Excalibur. As long as we have Quetz, we'll stick with Excalibur. All right, sweet. That premium account's done. Now if it'll just it'll magically let me out. If not, we'll just pull this up. Do a backflip. I'll do one when you do one, Rach. Oh, server is struggling. Any decent news? Oh no, not giving the kids phones. All right, there we go. All right, account, sign out. You gonna let me sign out? Can I sign out? That'd be great. All right, let's try the private. All right, so we'll go. Let's go with the Hive Mind accounts first. I think it sits in like a trampoline. We'll get you a little spotter. Well, as soon as it lets me in, we'll keep pulling, guys. What's up, 9? Aha, we got in. Do I need to change? I gotta change my screen now. Hold on. So we are going to change to this screen. Awesome. All right. It's connecting. Give me my pulls, my guy. I need my pulls. All right. Yep. I need my pulls. Let's refresh. There we go. I mean, I'd love to see it. We can make it like a pay-per-view event. Let's see. Can we get better than Yan Wang? Nope. Not in this pool. All right. Tari Hanzu. Nope. All right. What do we got for imprints? Alright, we won't worry about that. Let's just go get our... Let's take advantage of the 75% while we can. Alright. You gonna let me sign out? That'd be really great if you did. If not, I'm just gonna have to repeat process. Alright, give me a second. I'm just gonna have to repeat the process. Change the screen. There we go. Alright. Let's go the plus. Is it +2? Yeah, we'll go with +2. We'll save all the Hive Mind accounts, or the Hive Mind patch for afterwards. Alright, then we'll go new in private, Godforge, whatever, go. We'll see what pops up first. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll claim. Scroll down, get the might. Alright, let's see if all these Shishi accounts can get replaced with something decent. Frecky's not bad, but where's Sage to scream at me for not taking the Musashi? We'll take it for Sage. Not just a website. Alright, so now we'll go to the next one. Sign out. Alright, accept. Alright, so let's start these accounts. Bear with me until the servers kind of kick back. Kind of have to get ingenious with the way that we're doing this. Alright. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit on this one still. Alright. There we go. We got our 10 pulls. Let's get going. Bran, not bad. Summon again. Ninsoon. Whole lot of nothing. Alright. Sweet. Alright, here we go. We want to go with the +1, right? Yeah. So let's see. Looks like we lost the whatever, but it doesn't matter. Alright, Shishi. Let's go. Let's see if we can replace a Shishi. Magog. We'll hard pass. Nope. Shishi stays. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Let's go to number 2. Oh, I guess I need to change the password, right? Oh my god. Go back. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Yep, that's that password. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Got the 20. Let's go ahead and pull first. Toss the magic out there. Let's get the might. Sign out of this account. Go into the next one. What's up, everybody? going to 3. Okay, yeah, this did change the password. Oop. There we go. You locked yours in, Reach? What combination have you decided to go with? Good. All right, we'll definitely take a ran. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's solid. Viv, Wukong, and Excalibur. Hmm. Yeah, that'll be solid. There we go. There's the login. See if the in private or we switch back. Switch back to the other screen. All right, so now we're at +4, I believe, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like really good combinations that like may not be like you know what we would all recommend to like the player base, but at the same time, man, like there's definitely some like just really cool ones. All right, nothing on that one. I mean, an Achilles. Achilles isn't bad. Achilles over no. Let's go with Minerva. Curious. What's the imprint? Okay, imprints are loading. Scissor Fusion and Hades. We can sign out now. Sign out working as intended. Ah, there we go. It's slowly kicking back up. All right, let's go to +5. All right, sweet. Oh yeah, that's definitely a fun one. I mean, you could almost do the same thing with Wukong, right? Having mortal on everybody is nothing to sneeze. Is definitely nothing to like sneeze at or take lightly. All right, Mordred. While it loads in the alpha, definitely the account needs something. So let's see. All right, Mordred gets to stick around. Yeah, so we don't get the next legendary until our next locked in legendary so far, whatever is the Rajan on 11. So, all right, so this one has an Achilles. Oh, hey, just in time. Look there. All right, so we go back. The Civ Achilles can survive. Gog Magog, hard passing, my guy. Bran. I'll keep the bleeds. All right, here we go. All right, Bran. Let's see if we get something. Hey, Brynhild. All right, let's just We'll take the new Brynhild. The other one's just old. There we go. All right, Brynhild for another day. Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out. We are just doing another 1,000+ pulls. We got Rand. We're hunting for legendaries. Alright, Rand sticks around. Now, normally I would advocate holding on to all of your summons, right? But since these are going to be a lot of these are probably going to be giveaway accounts, I want to be able to target which ones are going to. I may premium here in a little bit just to lock in the imprint, because if I can get a solid legendary, but then I scroll over the imprint, then I'll probably just give them $10, lock it in, so it's can guarantee everything. All right, we'll take the new Shishi. Why not? Ninsoon. We'll take. There we go. So another hour, I can come back and redo all this. All right. We're at 10. I don't know. Are we a winner or a loser? Hopefully we can get something, right? Nope. Another day. All right, so this account already should have a Ryzen on it, if my notes are right. Yeah, so it already has a Ryzen locked in. Yeah, there we go. Let's go here. Let's lock all this stuff in while it's there. Polyphemus. Nope. What are the imprints? Kamazat's Mesley Sand. Our boy Wang. Alright, so this should be 12. Yeah, this one has a Grendel. Alright, let's see if we can replace a Grendel. Nope. Sign out. So 13 has an Anu on it, I believe. Yeah. Take advantage of these while I can. Definitely on the lower end of RNG right now. At least we're starting to see a lot more epics. Silver lining, I guess, right? Freya Lamas to YDG. 14. 14 does not have a legendary on it. Yoink, yoink. See what's going on in Discord. Ah, here we go. That's fine. All right, let's see if we can replace Shishi. Paludnitsa. Odysseus. All right, Shishi, you're staying. All right, sign out. Let's see. 15. Guan Yu. Lilith. Alright, there we go. Guan Yu can replace Guan Yu. Can we see our first legendary? That'd be great. Alright. So 16. Yeah, 16 has nothing. The next will be Morgan Le Fay at 17. Alright, Musashi here. We'll click our. There we go. Nope. So now we have. This one has Morgan Le Fay. Sweet. Clickety click click. All right. Triple epics. Nope. All right, 18. Tactics. All right, Nanerda. We need a legendary, my guy. Can we get one? Or are we just going to save it for the back half of all these pulls? Nope. Yeah, I'll take a Mordred. We'll definitely take a Mordred. Gonna switch? All right, sweet. All right, 19. 19, we have nobody. Next will be a low-key account. All right, can we get our first one? Maybe? Nope. I'll definitely take a Mordred. All right, 20 twin, a little 20 twin twin. All right, this is a Loki account, which Loki's fine. Oh, Loki stayed around. All right, what's next? 21's another Grendel account. Alright, so we get rid of Grendel. Oh.
Do you want to eat now?
Still have 10 left. I'll eat them here in a little bit, babe. Nope. Alright, where are we at? We are at 22. Aries, our boy Aries. Definitely can't wait for his kit to be announced. Looking forward to seeing how broken this guy is. Can't be the God of War and not have a broken kit, right? But let's see. Pulling for science. Give it a second to catch up. Definitely concerning. We are... RNG is a cruel mistress. What's the next account? So the 26 we have a Wukong. 23. Alright, good old Achilles. Alright. Just change it up, change it up. Alright, 24. I don't think 24 has one. Yeah, 24 does not. We got to start somewhere. We're going to start with a legendary on 24. Alright, here we go. Percival Nimson. Take that. Part of this song was my kids. It's part of my kid's walk-up song when he was right here. Oh, it was an awesome walk-up song for baseball. I used to have back in the day. All right, Gary, you're a good doggo, but we need to see a legendary here. Ooh, yee. I don't know. What you thinking? What you thinking, Rach? It definitely seems like the or even 9. I see 9. You're in the chat. Definitely on the low end of the RNG side of the calculations right now. I mean, we're 20, technically 29, 30 accounts in as a Wukong account. This one more than likely isn't going to get changed regardless. I'll probably keep the Wukong account. So this, I'm just waiting to see a decent imprint, which Kamazats, you know, Talalik, whatever. Could potentially lock that in. What's a weapon? A Mjolnir. I'll probably let this roll a little bit more before we lock in. I'm just gonna let this stay. I'm not gonna sit there and roll on the roll on a Wukong account. Somebody will end up winning that one. So 27, I think, is where we're at. So you fucking fight back. Shishi, let's go. Yeah, very true. Yeah, just put it in the microwave. I'll eat it at some point. Oh yeah, 1000%. We are. It is abysmal compared to every day so far. So yes, because statistically we should have at least seen one by now, or just from just basic probability, right? If you're just doing the basic calculations of probability, we should have at least seen one legendary somewhere. But the fact that we haven't in over 30 accounts right now is definitely. I mean, it happens. Just can't say that it's not going to happen, but to not see, it's highly unlikely that that should happen. All right, so the nerd. Watch one show up now. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Our girl shows up. I guess if we bitch, I guess if we bitch enough, right? If you bitch enough about anything, something's gonna happen. So, we'll go ahead and knock that. We'll go ahead and lock that in. We got the Vivian. Can we get what's a decent weapon? All right, weapons are dog shit. The imprint. Yeah, so we'd have to get a new imprint, but we'll let those roll. Well, we have a Vivian account. Can't really complain. Not gonna. We'll just save the tokens on this account. There's no point in rolling. So on 29, we'll put that down. Plus 29. Vivian. All right, so there's one. So to keep up with our ratio, we'd need to find 5 or 6 more legendaries. It's possible. It just, it's gonna take their sweet, sweet time to get there. All right, Nanerda, what we got? Nope. So we've seen what, 2? 1 or 2? No, I think this was the first one we saw. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's like that. We still have 20-ish, whatever accounts to pull from. So, like again, it'll end up being on the low end side, but like it's still only 0.5%. So, just a nerd. All right, so 32 is nothing. All right, so yeah, we're pulling 20, not 10. Oh, dude. So it's like definitely, definitely lower than whatchamacallit, but like I said, it's not the end of the world. All right, Lady Shot. All right, give us another one. We've seen them. We've seen them today. Legendaries exist. So where are we at? No. Lady Shock sticks around. All right, this next account is a Nagi account. Yeah. Worst case scenario, it all gets added to the overall pull ratios and calculations that we're doing, and All right, so we are The next account that has one is a 36 with a Wukong. Alright, here we go. Oh, fricky. Screw it. We'll just... Nope. 35. Percival. Alright, this is a Wukong account. There's a decent imprint. Let me lock it in. What do we got? Nah, we'll let it roll again. Weapon. Next code. Okay, that's worth locking in. We'll just save that. Alright, 37. What's 37 have? 37 has a Sabrog. Alright. Uh-oh. Let's refresh. Nope. Good old Loki.
Dude,
The only sucks about this method is not leaving all the tabs open to trigger the 5% chance for the Fafnir, right?
I get back on and my friends are like, yo, dude, you should have been on. I got all this hella stuff. I'm like, did we stop trying to become nice for a reason? Like, no, it was the hacker.
All right, we got to put in work in these last 11 accounts, so 22 more 10 pulls. See if we can at least make it not look that bad. Nope. No whammies. No whammies. Take a Achilles. All right, 40. Countdown begins. Tell 9 to keep it down. No telling what 9's doing. Probably doing 9 things. Probably arguing how bad Numsaro is. But it's okay. We still love him. Brynhild, maybe? I'll take Brynhild over Achilles. Alright, 41. Oh, it might be picking up my my middle kiddo. He's got his yeah, that's him. Yeah. He's got his door wide open. He's loud.
I'm trying to.
Ooh, we are one legendary. I think that's it, right? All we've pulled is one out of all this. It's a little rough. Here we go, Shishi. Not the best. It's looking ugly. Alright, there we go. Yay! Let's go. Tactics, and then we go magic. Let's get rid of that. Can we get rid of that? Can we trigger? No, there's a Brynhild. Take a Bryn. Alright, here we go. Summon again. Do we get one? Nope. This would be a very sad panda day if these were actually our ether stones. But I mean, I don't know. It's how much would you really pay for a Vivian? I guess that's the question, right? I'd probably spend that much just to guarantee a Vivian. That's still a lot, though. I always got to look at the silver lining, right, guys? Zuzu. Somebody will end up wanting a Bazuzu account, so it's not necessarily the end all be all. Rachel's like, I'd sell my left nut. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, be able to sit there and have a Vivian account, and then on the launch you pull the Wukong or an Heimdall on top of it. Yeah, good luck. Good luck not clearing content. Get a Brynhild. 46. All right, we're just gonna go 4 to 5, 6 legendaries here. Let's see. Tactics. Magic. Got a Mordred. Womp womp. Womp womp. Hey, we got a Quetz. Alright, we can't complain. It's another Quetz account. Alright, what's the poop? Poopy poop. Yeah, we'll let that roll. Alright, so we'll add that to the notes. So account 46. Let's see, plus 46. It's a pretzel. Good old pretzel. All right, so we got 2. Let's just make sure it's locked in, right? Yeah, okay, locked in. $47. Womp womp. I need a legendary here. No. Womp womp. 48. That's the Drac account. Nope. I want magic. Magic touch. Alright, Drac. Alright, Drac. Are we replacing you or are you gonna stick around? Alright, he's sticking around. 2 more to go. 49. 2 more accounts, guys. This is it. Either we go ham here in the next 2, or this is a really sad, sad day for the summon, but it is what it is. That's how it goes. That's why they call it a gacha, right? Nope. Hey, a Grendel. So not bad. Alright, so it's the imprints. Pengu, NDG. Alright, so 49 is a Grendel. And we're not going to be replacing the next one, right? Because the next one's Oheim Daddy. So we'll still roll for shits and giggles. All right, let's just see. All right, definitely on the low end, guys. Decent. Why did G's kind of not bad. Excalibur is who we'd lock in here. That's an interesting transition. We go from shaking ass like you want a girl to when your kid's in the hospital. That's fucking great. Craziness. All right. Oh man, is that Tezzy saying that the podcast is almost ready to go in post production? That's fucking great. Well, guys, we definitely were not within rates there. Like, not even close, right? So what was it? Three legendaries out of the normal 6 to 8 that we've been getting, but there has to be lower outcomes. Every time you're gonna have eight and 9 pull legendaries, you're gonna have runs where you're gonna have 3. So it is what it is. Let's see where. Let's go back to the main account real quick. Yoink. Oh, jeez, we gotta get to the password. What? How's that not the account? Really? Is it this one? Oh, Lord. Hold on. Womp womp. Alright, we'll just have to figure it out later. Alright. We'll figure it out later. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, you're right. There might be I may have put a space in it, right? Yeah, that's what it was. I had a space. Fighting a little Fafnir. Almost to the point where I was like, I want to unlock this, right? But I don't want to potentially lose all of the whatever. You're right, Rage. Well, guys, I think that's it. Streamed it for about an hour and 10 minutes. We pulled 3 legendaries today. Switched some accounts around. We'll probably go back. Fateless misses out on another $10 today from locking something in. But we have an extra Vivian account. We have, let's check and see, what are the notes? Where are we at? We have, let's see, we have an Ares account, 2 extra Wukong accounts, and we got a Vivian account, several Grendels, got a Heimdall. So the only one that we haven't really seen out of all the pulls since launch is haven't seen an Isis. Definitely want to make sure you get an Isis account. Someone's definitely probably going to want to play Isis. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we've kind of, the good thing is we have what 31, 2, 3, 4. So we have 34 more resets, so another 68. 68 10 pulls for the account. So not bad. Got a lot of definitely got a lot of room, a lot of rolls to go. So we'll see how everything goes. Worst case scenario, I'll go and I'll change it from rolling 50 accounts to we'll roll 100 accounts every day. But it is what it is. Appreciate you guys hopping on. I'm going to go spend some time with family. I think my dinner's in the microwave getting cold or whatever. So, but yeah, thanks for all you guys that hopped on, followed. I'll be back tomorrow, man. We'll keep the train going. So, best of luck on your on all your rolls. I hope you guys lock in exactly what you're looking for. If not, again, you can do the exact same thing that I'm doing here, and it's deterministic. You will get what you want. You just have to go and put the work in to salt your 50 or 100 emails, put the rolls in to get it. So, if you need help in setting that up, reach out to me. I may even do a video to sit there explain how to do it, or I'll have one of the guys somewhere will put it out. So, yeah, you guys take it easy. Appreciate joining, and I'll, yeah, if y'all are around.